Okay, so hit the like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do to give me life. It's been a minute. For those of y'all who've been, following up and listening and checking in, man, that's my bad. Is sometimes things happen in life, and we have to tend to, and that's what happened with me. I had to fall back and deal with some definitely some life issues. But what I'd like to talk about today is the thing about the streets, right? Talking about stop the streets and all that. Just like there is a society, above, regular everyday, the mainstream of society where people are working and all that. There's also a bottom, underworld, right? And there will always be an underworld and a complete polar opposite to what y'all are doing, in society, at work in these businesses, right? So to say, get off the streets and stop the streets is an utter attack, and it's definitely not American, right? We always want to have a choice in knowing whatever it is that I need to do, whether it be working or slanging. It's there, right? This is no perfect world. A lot of times people be trying to push that moralism shit and that church shit. Enough of that, okay? And this ain't Russia. This ain't China. Or wherever else besides America in the United States of America. This place right here is special because of the liberal actions and activities that make up the core functioning of, what makes the society what it is. There are going to be people who are doing stuff legal and illegal, right? You cannot have legal without illegal. You cannot have illegal without legal. These two are one and the same, right? Polar opposites, but one. So at some point, right, we need to focus on what's good for us and leave the other stuff alone. And I think that it's balanced, really myself, right? And for anybody who is just growing up, my advice to you is, by all means, delve off into the streets. But at some point, make your mind up, and hopefully you do what's best for you. It's not for me to be saying, oh, you shouldn't be on the streets. You should. No, I think you should do whatever it is that your heart is pulling you to do. If you want to be a loser, well, then, the streets might be your spot. If you want to be a winner, well, the world, the mainstream, daytime world might be your spot. However it is, it's your own individual adventure. We got to stop blaming people for when we fuck up, right? Every time that you pointing the finger, you don't see them other three fingers that's pointing back at you. You cannot point your finger without three of them pointing back at you. And so I think that's the important thing to know, is that these two worlds exist as one, right? The underworld and the main world. You cannot leave the streets alone without, fucking up the, we don't live in a world like that, and it's bullshit, right? And I don't say that to try to defend the streets, right? I'm not on the streets because it doesn't agree with me. I have found a way to exist, make a living, and thrive without being there.